Guys, it does not stop at Campi Flegrei, a potential supervolcano in Italy or near Naples with more than 6 million people. And the crust of Campi Flegrei is weakening, the crust that keeps the lid on. So this Campi Flegrei supervolcano in southern Italy has become weaker and more prone to rupturing. That's according to a study that has come out. But at the same time, the rumbling has increased. And now we know that with that last intense swarm, also the land rise has accelerated drastically, guys. So let's have a look at the current situation with the current earthquakes. So you see the list here, basically all the earthquakes that are above magnitude 1, but there's definitely more. And check this out. This is February 20th. It just started. It's 2:34 a.m. There's already a 2.3. But then on the 19th, so many, 3.0, 3.1. That is large for a volcano, for magma that's rising up. And then they kept coming all through the day. Another 3.0. All on the 19th, another 3.1, another 1.2. On the 19th, a little bit less earthquakes than we have seen in the previous days, but they kept in the high magnitudes. You see this here on the 18th, we can scroll down, there's a 2.2, and then if we go back, lots of earthquakes on the 18th, a 3.1, and let's go down a 2.4, and then we're already into the 17th. But let's have a look, where are the epicenters of these stronger earthquakes? So the 3.1, for example, I'm pretty sure I already know where it is. So it is here, of course, where the most active area is, right at the Solfatara. This is the crater that has the most activity with these gas emissions, with the fumaroles that have increased. People are smelling sulfur more and more. It's really increasing. And the temperature has increased. So this is the area, should there be an eruption, and many scientists do not rule that out anymore. It's probably coming from here. But if we look at the whole earthquake map, there's so much going on here. This is all Campi Flegrei. And that's why scientists are basically saying, well, to the officials, if you're kind of refusing to raise the alert level to orange, can we at least evacuate this area here, the red area? But nothing has happened so far. Let's look at the INGV weekly bulletin. So this goes until February 16th. So we're a few days behind, but still it gives us a good indication. So they are saying that during the week from February 10th to February 16th, a preliminary total of 335 earthquakes with a magnitude larger than 0, so to speak. Really, the micro seismic stuff they have left out, with the maximum magnitude that is really high, 3.9, was recorded in the Campi Flegrei area, and it has rattled the residents again. And then the deformation since August, the average uplift rate in this area of the Campi Flegrei, where the ground is rising up because something's coming to the surface, magma's rising up. So the area of the maximum deformation has been approximately 1 centimeter per month, plus minus 3 millimeters. That is at the right GNS station. And they say in the 2 days following the onset of this seismic swarm, so they're saying it started February 15th. If I look at the list I've shown you before in my previous videos, it basically started on February 9th, and then every day these earthquakes came. So they say, but since February 15th, an uplift of approximately 0.5 to 1 centimeter was recorded at the stations in the area of maximum deformation. So that seismic swarm, the intensity of that swarm has basically caused the land to rise in 1 day what it usually is rising in 1 month. So that tells you something was really pushing towards the surface, lifting the ground up. So luckily the lid was kept on. The caprock layer kept it underground, so to speak. But again, I repeat it for those who are new to this channel, that caprock layer has been weakened significantly since the last incident in 1984, where magma tried to come up and the caprock layer kept the lid on. Now it has only a third of its strength left, and it's massive what's happening right now. In this week, if we look at the geochemistry, what is happening, they say there were no significant variations in the monitored geochemical parameters that they had observed during this week, aside from the already known trends of increasing gas emissions. I mean, this is pretty significant. What else do you expect, right? So increasing gas emissions and hydrothermal heating. It's heating up. I don't know if I would call that no significant variations, because this is significant. Because what are the signs of a volcano erupting? Increased earthquakes, increased land rise, gas emissions, roaring, and all that is present. And the hydrothermal system is heating up. Why is it heating up? Because there's a heat source underneath that is heating it up, and that is magma, right? So they have temperature sensors installed at the Solfatara area. I just showed you where the epicenter of these earthquakes are. And they're looking at these gas emissions there, at these fumarolic emissions. And these sensors are 5 meters away from the main Peschiarelli. This is the area, Fumarole. They can't go so close, and they have recorded an average value of 97 degrees Celsius over the past week. So this is definitely higher than a few months ago or last year. It was like at 94, 95 degrees. So they're saying the expected scenarios, they write in this bulletin, based on the current assessment of volcanic activity, there are no indications suggesting significant short-term developments. And they say any variations in the monitored parameters that could lead to a different evolution of the described phenomena will be promptly investigated and communicated. And you heard in my last video, and you really should watch this video, that the leading scientists said this is BS. It's BS. Do not listen to when they say we're closely monitoring it. And they said that closely monitoring does not guarantee safety at all. So they're saying something completely different than what they're saying here in this bulletin. And I urge you, really guys, if you're interested in what's happening at Campi Flegrei, you need to hear these two leading INGV scientists that speak out basically against what the officials are saying. And someone in the comments wrote, well, maybe they just want to secure themselves, so if something should happen, that at least they can say they said it. Yeah, but wouldn't they do this under the umbrella of the INGV so that the INGV can say, well, we said it, we weren't? Or is the INGV basically trying to keep the lid on, not on the volcano, but on like creating too much panic? But these guys, it seems like, maybe, this is just my theory, the INGV has someone above them, some official that says, well, guys, keep it slow. And because some of the scientists say, I'm speaking here not on behalf of the INGV, I'm speaking on behalf of my scientific personal opinion. And they're the ones that are monitoring this day by day, minute by minute. They're the ones that have to alert civil protection and saying something's happening, evacuate, something's starting. So it feels like that they've been muzzled because they are advising something else than what is being done. So watch this video, guys. There's so much revealed. It's shocking. I find it shocking, guys. Because there seems to be more to the story, and that's why I said in this video that the danger level seems to be way higher than officials want us to know. It's my theory. Let me know what you think, guys. If you're new here, subscribe. And if you want to support me and my channel, check the links in the description of this video. Go to my buymeacoffee.com/silky site. You can buy me a coffee there or two, and or become a member of this channel. You can support the channel that way too. It's like a monthly membership, and I am releasing behind the scenes videos, what's going on in my personal life, and funny stories, or if I have a rant against something, which happens quite often recently. So check my playlist only for members. It's on my channel start page. If that's something that interests you, become a member and join us. Join this super nice group, and I hope to see you soon, one way or the other, guys. Leave it a like. Stay safe. Bye-bye.